Hey everyone, it is Tuesday, November 22nd. It is 4:12 p.m. and about 4 degrees Celsius right now, 21st century in the chat. I'm just getting my own stream up and running on my handlebars here so I can see it. Just 1 second, guys. Hopefully you can see everything just fine and hear me. All right, seems like that's all working. Marie Palmer, happy birthday. Happy belated birthday, Marie Palmer. Marie turned 24 yesterday. Hope you had a good one. Mariana, Hunter Stewart, Yogi, Huzja, Juan Galto, I Like to Walk, Michael Nguyen, 21st Century. There I am. I'm way over layered for today. I've got the bigger coat and a sweater or a hoodie, long sleeve t-shirt, the balaclava, I want to say baklava, the helmet, the gloves, and the main star of this one, there's my new Move-In Pulse e-bike. So this is my first time ever live streaming on this. It's a dual battery e-bike. There's a 15 milliamp or 15 amp hour battery up front, and there's where you would attach a second battery, a 10 amp or 10 amp hour battery for 25 in total, which could get you about 120 to 160 kilometers together. I've got just the front battery, and I'm not really going to need the back battery until I do any really long-term rides, so I kind of like having the weight down. And it's got these magnesium alloy wheels, no more spokes. Don't have to worry about getting your wheels trued or anything. These will hold up. The fat tires, which are really handy in winter. Front fork with suspension, lights. So I think it's going to be my new winter mobile. But first, it has to pass this streaming test. Can we stream on it? I don't know. I'm here in Midtown, by the way. And I stupidly did not fully charge my iPhone, so I think we have about an hour and 10 minutes of runtime. But let me strap the phone in here. Thanks for all agreeing to be guinea pigs on the stream. I'm thinking maybe tomorrow I'll get out on this thing and record my first regular video on it. I do have the heated gloves in my backpack, but for now we're just going to go with these regular gloves. It's got a Bafang motor, which is probably the most reputable make you could get. It's 500 watts. So let me just make sure that we're set up correctly and the angle is good. And then I'll set off. I'm just pedaling right now. I have to wait for the stream to catch up, but I hope you guys have all had a good Tuesday. Mike Landry, $5. Hello, Johnny, and everyone in the chat. Hello, Mike Landry. Thank you so much. Mike Landry. Hope you're keeping well on the East Coast. All right, how did that look? Did that look good? Nice and level? No adjustments necessary? Can we get moving here? And 200 Japanese yen from a person whose name I cannot pronounce. Thank you for the 200 Japanese yen. Dre Forever loves the new e-bike. Yogi says look good. Looks good. All right, looks okay to me. Hopefully it's not like slanted or anything. should we go set off into the real world? This thing has 5 speed modes. It goes a little over 32 kilometers per hour. Hey, there's someone with a new moving. There's a couple of moving pulse bikes over there. These things are taking over. And just the normal heads up. I don't always pay close attention to the chat when I'm on the streets moving around. Oh, I think I may have thrown the angle of the camera off a bit. Yeah, we'll deal with it. So he says, where am I taking us? I'm going to head downtown. If my hands get cold at some point, I'll switch to the battery-powered heated gloves. It's the first test of the suspension there, going over all those bumps. Boardwalk Brad, here's for the new blackened chicken sandwich from Popeyes. Boardwalk Brad, thank you. How did you know Popeyes was going to be on the menu? Although last night I ordered KFC delivery. Susan says Adelaide, Richmond, Wellington still a mess. So we are taking a familiar path south on Yonge Street right now. That picture that I used for the thumbnail. Oh, Vivian Johnson's here. Hello, Vivian Johnson. The thumbnail picture is from a ride I took last night that I think I'm going to turn into a members video for channel members and Patreon supporters. That's my first ever recorded ride on this thing. I was really just kind of testing it to see how it would come out. And I rode down to the Cherry Street Bridge. Thank you again, Boardwalk Brad. I'm just playing with the angle on the camera here. Jeanette Morales is here. Hello, Jeanette. Let's see where this emergency vehicle is going. $10. Oops. Thank you, Jeanette. I don't know what the oops was. Much appreciated. I hope you're doing well over in Houstonia. And the brakes on this thing are really nice. They've upgraded the brakes, the motor, everything over that old moving Ebike. Thank you, Jeanette. One thing I like about this more than my ad motor is the handlebars are a lot narrower, a little better suited for city riding. And if you're wondering what kind of bell or horn, I've just got an analog bell, which is fine. Cars can't really hear you anyways when they have their windows closed. I might stick a horn on here as well. So this is the Beltline Trail. I'm heading underneath. Oh, I should also say thank you to Movin'. They hooked me up with this bike. They liked all the videos I did with their other model, and they reached out and asked if I was interested in this one, and I said hell yeah. So thank you, Movin'. That's really all there is to it. I'm not obligated to review it or say anything good about it. They gave me a bike and I said thank you. Let's test its hill climbing abilities. And there's a link to it in the description if you're interested. And we can see how these Young Street bike lanes have held up. Ali BHG says review coming soon. I don't know about review, but I'll give my impressions on it. Oh, here's some debris in the bike lane. Also, my first ever TikTok video is up to almost 100,000 views. So you can find me on TikTok if you want to join in on the fun and see the very toxic comment section. That same video is also on YouTube Shorts on this channel. Yeah, go follow me on TikTok if you want, if you so dare. Any content I put on there will be duplicated from this channel. So there won't be anything there that won't be here. Dre Forever says, is this a dual battery? Yes, it is. But I've only got one battery on it. The 15 amp hour battery is actually plenty. There's a 10 amp hour battery that can go where the seat post is. It's also a step-through model. So when I do the really long rides and streams, I'll dual battery it up. But in the cold weather, I don't see the use in subjecting a second battery to freezing cold temperatures. Cold weather's not really good for batteries. Boardwalk Brad, $2. What is the top speed of the new bike? Maybe we'll find out. I don't know. That's a good question. But thank you, Boardwalk Brad, for the $2. Most e-bikes top speed is around 32. Vivian says at least the bike lanes look a bit better today. Yeah, I was curious to see what they would be like. They were pretty bad yesterday, actually. The bell cost is 15 amp hours is huge. Well, my ad motor has a 20 amp hour. And this thing can be 15 or 25 with the dual option. So I sold the Himaway step-through bike, the Himaway Cruiser. I sold that. Thanks, Himaway, for sending me the bike. And I'm selling my old moving bike. And I'm going to keep this in the ad motor, and I'm going to look at fixing up my single speed. All right, this looks like trash. Look at this. Ice and mud. Ugh. Good thing we've got the fenders on. So what I'm planning on doing later this week is recording the Winter Village at the Distillery District. So we'll get some Christmas holiday themed content up. I might go do that tomorrow night. I think evening as the sun is going down is the best time since there's lots of lights and stuff there. So I've got that on tap. I want to record a video with this bike, so I'll do that as well. Maybe I'll do both tomorrow. And I'm going to carve a few TikToks out of some old content. Hello, Tik Thailand. I was just in your fabulous country. And I have a friend who's there now. I thought that guy was about to step into the bike lane. So tomorrow's video is another one I recorded Saturday night after today's video. And then I have nothing, so I gotta make some tomorrow. That second guy, really? That's not pushing your luck and being a dick at all, is it? That first guy shouldn't have been turning, but whatever, that's fine. I saw him, but the second guy, you couldn't see him and he couldn't see if you were coming. Jellybean is here. Hello, Jellybean. You're rocking the channel member icon. Thanks for your support. As we roll up to Belmont Street. Oh, there's a squeak out of the brakes. The Bell Costa is depressing that a fast-growing city is building housing. There's a lot of NIMBYs coming out of the woodworks. Especially around Danforth and Pape. There's a lot of cops. Marge, can't stay. Have a safe ride. Thank you for the $5, Marge. Wish you could stay. Hope all is well. Thank you. All right, these bike lanes don't look so hot. A lot of slush and muck coming up. Thanks again, Marge. This is there's some nice driving. That was Yorkville Avenue. Ooh, Bloor Street looks all pretty. Look how nice Bloor Street looks. I kind of want to go along Bloor Street. You got all their Christmas lights on. Yeah, I think I want to do that. All right, I got a plan. I'll find my way over to Queen's Park and then we'll come up to Bloor and we'll go along Bloor. Todd misses all the winter muck. I think that guy in front of me has a squeaky ass bike. Can you guys hear that? I see that super chat. Sorry, I just can't read it right now. Rico Zaniga, be extra careful on the hardened snow, Johnny. $6.99. Thank you, Rico. Thank you very much. I'm doing my best to ride safely. And my fingers have progressively been getting colder and colder, which is going to be a recipe for throwing on the heated gloves. That phone mount you see, I stole that from my e-scooter. That's the 9-bot Max phone mount. It just so happens to work perfectly on this bike. we are at College Street here. The Roscoe. Bikes can be ridden in bike lanes, although certain categories of e-bikes shouldn't be, I think. The city has rules on that. Or they can be ridden on the road with cars. And yes, if safety dictates, you can take the whole lane like I am now. This is Gerrard Street. That car in front of me is a bit of a menace. And we're at Yonge and Dundas, Eaton Centre and Dundas Square across the street. Believe guy, the world famous Believe guy. How are you tonight? You're always good. You're always happy. It's good to see.
We have to. Life is short.
Very short.
If we keep smiling, we might live longer life.
How long have you been here for, Yonge and Dundas?
Long
Like
time.
20 years? I think I remember. Even
You
like.
are right, yeah. Not less than 20 years.
I have before. Thank you. Have a nice night. There's a Toronto celebrity right there. I'm not sure exactly how long he's been showing up there for, but I'm pretty sure I've seen him. Oh, there's someone somewhere in the neighborhood of 20 years ago. Brian K says, can I cycle down to St. George campus? Well, that would be over to St. George campus. It's over to my right. We'll kind of go over there. I'm thinking I'm going to go over to University and then up to Bloor Street. I want to check out all the holiday lights on Bloor Street. They have flipped the switch and turned them on. This is all subject to my iPhone battery holding out. Dummy me, forgot to charge it. So this is Queen West, riding into a sunset. Nice pinky orange glow on the sky way off in the distance. V says yay holiday lights. I'm hoping they're turned on. Or I shouldn't have to say that. I know they're turned on. Happy birthday to Aurora, 20 years old today in Toronto for a concert tonight, says Patricia Brooks. Well, happy birthday to you, Aurora. And what the hell, another one for Marie Palmer. Yesterday was her big day. Okay, I'm going to go flip my gloves to my other ones. This looks like a good spot to do it. They're setting up for the cavalcade of lights here, which I think starts next week. They've already got a large Hanukkah candle up. Let's run over some ice. So we are at City Hall where they have the ice surface going in. Old City Hall clock tower going off. Or we'll be skating here pretty soon. And the financial district behind me. So I am, oh, there's the new Ebike if you're just tuning in and you didn't see it yet. Link to this bad boy in the description. But I'm gonna mount my phone again. Take off these gloves. Take off my backpack. What do I have in here? It is heavy. Remember these? All right, time to turn myself into a superhero. Activating. Yeah, I don't know if you guys can see the red light, but we have heat on the gloves. Okay. I just traded my finger dexterity in for warmth. Fair trade, I guess. Let's go down on to Queen Street. Look at that sky. Toasty fingers? More like toasty back of my hand right now. Eventually the fingers will get toasty. All right, now we're getting warm. The last time I used these things, I actually started burning my hands. There's a car behind me honking, but really, where am I supposed to go? I'm between a streetcar and the curb. So we're going north on University. Oh, I just ran over a dead rat. So I saw something last night that I have never seen before in Canada. In the Netherlands, they have a lot of those little micro cars for like one person. And they're not much wider than a bicycle. And I saw one of those last night on my ride. It was on the sidewalk. It wasn't riding. There was a guy in it, like listening to music. But it was exactly like the ones you see in the Netherlands. And I thought that was kind of neat. It's probably not legal here. And if you're wondering how did they import it, they can just say, oh, we're using it on private property only. So I don't think customs can really say or do anything about it. But yeah, I saw one of those micro cars. Careful! I wasn't confident reaching for my bell with these gloves on. I don't have that muscle memory down yet. Let's see. Maybe when no one's around, I'll get a few practice dings. Susan says there's no possum that lives in her hood. Looks like my camera just tilted a bit, sorry. Let's open it up. Okay, we just hit 32 kilometers per hour. So we can go at least that fast. There's Queen's Park straight ahead. Sometimes you get just amazing lighting around here. And look at that, nice purple glow in the sky straight ahead. A lot of snow and ice in the bike lane. As Lisa would say, good skies tonight. And we're at Wellesley. Try that. Vivian says so much darker there. That car sounded like it was from 1987. I didn't even notice. Or were you talking about that car? With its deluxe fart can exhaust system. Detour to Avenue Road. Bike lane is ending. Well, I'm just gonna ride with the carsies. Maybe this was not the best idea. Oh well. Slowly up Queen's Park we will go. Oh, Charles is a one-way street here. I cannot turn onto it. Hey, we're at 472 live viewers. Thanks everyone for tuning in. I think my last live stream was my second or third biggest in terms of viewers at once that I've ever had for the Santa Claus parade. Thanks to everyone who tuned into that. Only New Year's, and I think maybe one of the freedom protest ones were bigger. The freedom convoy, who's protesting freedom. All right, so here come the pretty lights on Bloor. I was kind of going ultimately in this direction anyways. I'll go nice and slow through here. And also that first snowfall of the year video that I put, or of the season, I think it just broke 100,000 views. And that's less than a week old, so thanks again. And my TikTok is almost at 100,000. Hey, what's going on here? No bike lane. We've just suddenly decided to end the bike lane. This is always a pretty street with these tree lights, or these lights on trees. I'm gonna have to do like an evening walk along here. There's an idea for a video. Maybe in the other direction towards the sunset around this time. And for the second time, we are at Young and Bloor. Hear that, guys? Remember that conversation sometime in the future. If you're wondering, I'm clocking in at 20 kilometers per hour right now. And yes, I have my headlight on. My rear tail light is on. It's dark enough now. I'm still showing 5 bars on the battery meter. It's 5:02, so I've been riding for about 45 minutes. I've still yet to try the motorcycle helmet that I bought for extreme cold conditions and riding. I did work out a way though to rig a microphone up to it. One that there's not going to be a whole lot of reverb. I'll wave to that truck who slowed and let me in. So this is Sherburne Street. Look at that bike lane right ahead. Nope. So if you saw the video I posted on Sunday morning, you would have seen the bike lanes in the other direction and what bad shape they're in. I also posted a video on the Johnny Stumbles channel today of riding through the slushy bike lanes. 21st Century says, I wonder if there are heated bicycle helmets. There's an idea. AI Gaming says I'm an upstanding citizen. Thank you. I don't know about that. But now that this bike is battle tested, I think I might fling it onto a GO train on a day when the roads are dry. And we'll do a nice long stream back into the city. Ooh, this bike lane, not good. It's basically a giant puddle. And I did not want to spray that girl walking, so I slowed right down. I don't know if the camera is picking this up, but this is a pretty gnarly bike lane. Everything's just no fault of the city this time. Everything's just kind of melting. It's a big gross puddle. PGH in the house. Pavel Koss wonders why it's so hard for the city to help keep the bike lanes clear. I don't know. They're very low on the priority totem pole whenever there's the snow. I understand getting all the main routes and choke points clear, but once you start tackling all the secondary roads, I think it's time to clean up the bike lanes as well. But whoa, look at this. This is just ice and water. I would not feel confident riding through that with skinny tires. Alright, I got a super chat earlier to get myself some Popeyes. The new blackened chicken sandwich, I think it was, which I have not tried. With this bike, these heated gloves, and everything else I've got, I think cold weather riding is not going to be an issue this year. Yuck, look at this. Pull the influencer shit on who? Popeyes? Hey Popeyes, give me a deal. Andy Wood says this looks dangerous. I'd say just ride with caution and you'll be fine. Well, at least on a bike like this. I wouldn't recommend taking my single speed with the skinny tires out on this. Oh. There's someone, what are they doing? What is this all about? Okay. Who's playing Danforth tonight? Yeah, thank you. That guy said to watch out for this big bump. Popeyes, here we come. Still a lot of snow and ice and part of the bike lanes there. Yeah, that's exactly how you turn. That's it, right there. She nailed it. Just roll right through the stop sign, right over the crossing with no mind paid to anyone who might be coming through. A+. Ooh. There's Massini on the right. I've already committed to Popeyes tonight. We're at Logan Avenue. Oh, this will be my second stream ending at this Popeyes in the past month. John says she could give lessons. You need to slap them with the Johnny sticker. Oh, there's that Russian channel, right? I think, are they in Moscow? Or whenever cars park on the sidewalk or wherever they're not allowed, they slap those giant stickers on the windshield. And if there's a driver in the car and they won't move, they'll slap the sticker anyways. That's an excellent YouTube channel. I haven't watched it in a while, but I remember it now. That's what you're referencing. Chris Sinclair says it's a decent little e-bike. This is an amazing e-bike so far. The throttle is more responsive than any of the other e-bikes. I'll have to watch the video, but the suspension seems to be holding up really well. Heated gloves off. Low. Oh, we made it. Tuesday, 2-piece chicken, $3.99. Well, there is the new Move-In Pulse. Thank you to the guys at Move-In for sending this my way. I am very pleased. There's a link to this in the description. I think it's on sale right now. I want to thank our mods for helping out tonight. Thanks to everyone for tuning in. Don't forget to like and subscribe and all that fun stuff. Thanks to those who sent support. as well as Boardwalk Brad for, I think it was Boardwalk Brad, for going in or giving me motivation to get Popeyes tonight. Anyways, there'll be another video tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. And as Ken always says, I will continue. Thanks guys, have a good one.